everyone, my name is Emily. I'm a third year English student at the University of Nottingham, and today I'm going to be talking you through some university terminology and jargon which I didn't really understand before starting university. So if you already know these, which you may do, well done, you're one step ahead of me, and if not, I hope this helps to clear things up for a few people. Firstly, I'm going to explain the difference between an undergrad versus a postgrad. When you've been doing all your applications, you'll see whether you're applying as an undergrad or a postgrad. Basically means an undergrad, you haven't graduated yet, which might seem pretty self-explanatory, but I know a lot of people who've had confusion with it. An undergrad is if you're getting your Bachelor of Science or your Bachelor of Arts, you haven't yet graduated, done that scary walk across the stage, you're starting university, aiming to get your degree. As a postgrad, you could still be studying at university, but you'll be studying for further education, so maybe a master's or a doctorate, but you've already, technically, you've graduated, you've got that degree, you're just looking to further your education. So if you haven't yet graduated and you're putting your name down for things, you're an undergrad. If you have graduated, you're a postgrad. The next thing is the Freshers' Fair. Welcome week can be quite intimidating and scary, and Freshers' Fair is a big part of that, but actually it's an amazing thing to go to if you can. Freshers' Fair is when all of the societies, sports groups, all extracurriculum stuff that your university will have to offer will come together and all have stalls and basically try and persuade you to get involved with whatever they're promoting, whether it's a music group, a sports society. There's so much stuff at university, I can't even name it. Quidditch, sign language, a cappella groups, hockey, everything. So go along, I'm sure there'll be something that might take your fancy. It can get a bit overwhelming. There's a lot of people, it's very busy, it's very loud. So there are welfare opportunities there if you need them. So just make sure you chat to someone if that's something that you think you might be needing. Next up is the Students' Union. Now, I had no idea really what the Students' Union was, what they do, where they are. Every university is going to be a bit different, so if you don't go to Nottingham, I would recommend finding your university's student union social media pages, their website, having a look through, seeing what they're like. But I like to think of the Students' Union as the student voice of the university. You know, they are there purely for us, to look after us, to make our university experience be the best it can. They are involved with all things societies, and they help to organise balls, they help to run some of the coffee shops on campus. A lot of their workers are post-students, which is really nice because you can chat to them and they have the best advice that you could get from anyone. So the Students' Union is a group of people who are there for the students. They're there for us. They love if you ask questions, if you get involved. At the University of Nottingham, they're located in the Portland building, which is the big grand white building by the lake. So definitely a welcome week if you can. Go along, try and chat to some people there. They love to see as many students as they can. Next we have the difference between a lecture and a seminar. So unlike school or college or sixth form, whatever you went to, where you basically sit down and have someone chat to you for an hour and a half, university's a bit different. So you will have weekly lectures. Obviously this is all depending on your course, but generally speaking, you will have weekly lectures, which is in a big hall, and that's where you sit down, someone's going to chat to you in front of a screen, maybe a PowerPoint, or sometimes they just talk, and you're going to make notes and try and take in as much as you can. Sometimes it's not going to all go in, that's okay. People like you to ask questions or to go and see them afterwards, so it can be a bit intimidating if they're just talking for 2 hours and you're trying to scribble everything down. Don't worry, there are ways to help you with that. So you will have lectures. Versus that, you will have seminars. Seminars will be a much smaller group of people, and it will be more based around discussion and talking about things. So imagine this kind of like a classroom, but without a teacher. So you will have a supervisor or someone there who is an expert. They know what they're talking about, but they're not aiming to talk at you. They're wanting to guide your conversation and spark debates and arguments. They want you guys to be leading it. Next up is modules. So for your course each year, you're going to have to take a certain amount of modules. A module is, if you like it, a subject within the degree that you're studying. So say I do English, I do modules in romantic literature or creative writing or drama theory. So a module is that small chunk that you're going to focus on for a period of time before you move on to another module. The amount of modules you'll take each year will differ depending on your course, and the weighting of them is different as well. Some are worth more to your overall grade, some are going to be worth a bit less. So it's definitely worth having a look online. If you're choosing your modules, have a look at your course breakdown, things like that. And each module is worth a certain amount of credits. This was a term I really didn't understand. Credits is basically the weighting of a particular module. So most modules in English are worth 20 credits. However, some are worth 10, some might be worth 30. So obviously if you have a module which is worth 70 credits of your whole year, maybe give that one a bit more time than you would to the 30 credits that you're going to have. That's everything from me. I hope this video has been really useful for some of you, and thanks for watching.